Armored Core, Master of Arena, published by Age Tech, developed by From Software, and released somewhere in between those two dates there. Not sure which. Not sure if you've noticed, but I really love robots. And this game probably ranks up there as one of my favorite robot games of all time. I remember I was on a constant robot high all throughout high school because of this game, or this series. Because this game, Master of Arena, is the third in the Armored Core series. The first, under the title of Armored Core, released somewhere, I think, 97, and the second one, Armored Core Project Phantasma, was released somewhere between this one and the first one. I think like 98 or 99 or something. Can't remember. But yeah, that pretty much equates to my high school years, 97 to 2000, 2001. And I remember not being able to get through class without doodling some robots on my notebook. I mean, I remember in math class, I mean, trying to do a math problem without doodling a robot as an answer was very difficult. I mean, I'd be doing x over y squared equals the square root of robot doodle. Yeah, I remember those days, and yeah, this game is a reminder of those fond memories. Or maybe they weren't. I don't remember my grades being very good. But anyway, enough about that. This game's a third-person shooter where you get to control giant robots, fully customizable giant robots, and blow a lot of shit up. Yeah. I think this game took a while for it to enter mainstream. I'm actually not even sure if it's considered mainstream now. The latest release, I think, is for the 360 and the PS3, Armored Core 4 for Answer, or whatever the title is. The next one, Armored Core 5, is coming out sometime soon, I think I heard. But yeah, at least during its PlayStation years, it received a lot of criticism. Most people didn't like this game because of its very tight learning curve. The control scheme was very complicated for a PlayStation game. Yeah, imagine trying to look up and down, left and right, strafe and stuff without analog sticks. It was very difficult. But as for me, yeah, that was not going to stop me from being able to fly around in giant robots and stomp people with it. No, it wasn't. A quick overview of the setting. Just so we're playing on the same eye level plot-wise, the game does take place on Earth, but in the distant future. I think like 100 years after a global cataclysmic war, the game caused a great destruction, rendered the surface of the world uninhabitable by humans. Well, humans and animals and I guess anything else that breathes, I suppose. Yeah, anyway, the remaining survivors, they decided to seek refuge underground, and built themselves these elaborate subterranean cities. Each city was built by a mega corporation. These corporations that survived this great war. And eventually, these corporations waged war against each other. You know, because corporations like to do that stuff. You know, global dominance and commercialism supremacy, or I'm not even sure if that's a meaningful word or words. Anyway, somewhere in between all this history blah, a genius raised his hand and said, hey, you know, why don't we make some giant robots? And I approve of his decision. Because we get to pilot one as a member of the Raven's Nest, which is a mercenary organization that, you know, does cliche mercenary stuff. They do jobs for the highest bidder. Their clients primarily being these mega corporations because they have monies. Yeah, so I will be your Raven for the duration of this LP. Yeah, alright, so now that I got all that story garbage crammed into your little brain, let's get this show on the road. First mode link. No. Scenario mode. Alright. Robot time, yeah. New game, yeah. Okay, we get to select a pilot name. or make one. I think I'm going to keep it obviously simple. Space. Yeah, you know, one thing that sucks about this game. Yeah, all of a sudden we're getting to what sucks. But it ain't that big of a deal, kind of. You only get 8 letters to use for any name that you enter in this game, including robots. And I wish you could use more than 8 letters for your robots. I think robots require confusing, complex names. Alright, Polar D. Pilot Polar D has entered the roster into the Raven's Nest. Yes. Do you want to be a raven? I think this part goes fast. I'm gonna pause it. This is the question posed to him by Lana Nielsen, a woman he had met on the network. The image of a crimson AC flashed through his memory. It was the image of the one responsible for the death of his entire family. Yeah, this doucher, he killed my family. That's the synopsis. The accursed enemy. He must be destroyed. He sets on his path for revenge on a lonely road traveled alone. And hey, put two and two together. That's why we're here. We signed up in the Raven's Nest to go after this guy. Yeah. You have mail. Alright. And this is the Raven's Nest thingy. It's like a wheel guy. We'll look at it more in detail later, but let's look at our mailbox first. Alright, request. Sender Lana Nielsen. Congratulations. How does it feel to finally be a Raven? It feels freaking awesome. I'm your Raven's Nest contact, and the person in charge of handling negotiations with requesters to sort out your missions. Orders must be followed to the letter. Whoa! Dominatrix. Your first mission is already available. It shouldn't be too difficult, but remember to be wary of any unforeseen obstacles. Exercise caution at all times. Thank you for your infinite words of wisdom there, Lena. I hope our relationship grows into something beautiful. Alright, but I want to play this goddamn game. I've talked enough. Let's just go straight into a mission and watch me suck. Eliminate fugitive for 32,000 Cs. Yeah. Alright, sender. Lana Nielsen, requester, Isaac City Guard. It's one of those big cities underground. The reward is, yeah, that much. We received a request asking for assistance, oh my god, I can't talk anymore, in tracking down an escaped criminal. The fugitive is a chronic corporate hacker. He has hijacked an armored car and locked himself in the botanical zone. Right, that's a fantastic place to lock yourself up. He hacked into the facility security system, and all security MTs are now under his control. That bastard. The offensive capability of a single MT is no match for an AC. Yeah. Although they can be a nuisance when encountering in groups. Immediately destroy all MTs you come across. That can be done. I like blowing stuff up. The building's structural data has been prepared. Your goal is to capture the fugitive. You have permission to take him out if necessary. Awesome! I love killing hackers. They're douchebags. Theater of Operations, Isaac City Botanical Zone number 7. Enemy forces, security MTs, unknown number. Objective, capture fugitive. Let's get to it. MTs are short for muscle tracers. Yeah, don't ask me why they're called muscle tracers. I have no clue. They're like sub-ACs. They're not as good as ACs.
System engaged.